Hi everyone, welcome to video number 3 on how to create the year that you want for yourself. Now, I trust you guys had a lot of fun working from the last exercise in the last video on your 30 to 90 day goals, if not your full year goals for 2015. It's a really great start for you to kind of at least see where you want to go, and that's one thing I love about, when you're creating goals for yourself, especially in the new year, just because it's such an easy deadline and a really easy date to kind of keep track of. But it's such a really great way to kind of build up that momentum for yourself and to really say, okay, what is it that I really want to do to create the life that I want to live? And what is it that I want to do in order to just create that future for myself? Do I need to have this new character building that I didn't realize I needed, which sometimes happens when you create goals and you actually achieve them, and it's just this wonderful kind of awakening within yourself of so many levels. And I think it's just pretty awesome. And I hope you guys had a lot of fun while you're doing that. Now, the second part of all of this is going through and determining your values. Now, I put up another video on how to elicit or how to discover and determine what your top 5 values are if you're not sure of them already. But like I said, the important next step is to determine your values, not only for who you are at your core that will help you move forward in your goals, etc., because your values are your values and that's who you are, but also determining the values and themes that you need for the next year in order for you to live that life you want to live. Now, the reason why this is so important is because you really can't achieve these results and achieve the goals that you want to achieve if you don't instill some values within yourself of who you need to be. Now, I know I talked about it in the last one and in other previous ones, is who do you need to be in order to get from here to here, and not saying that who you are in yourself is not perfect enough to get to where you need to be. But sometimes you do definitely need to be a little more of something else. You need to be a little bit more determined, a little bit more dedicated, a little bit more resilient, a little bit more passionate, more fun. What is it that you need to get to where you want to be? And the other thing too that I find with that is that essentially those are values that you're creating for yourself. Those are values that you are creating to instill in yourself a little bit more so that you can achieve the results that you want to achieve. Now, the other thing too is when you create these 30 to 90 day goals and you create those values of who do you need to be, and you instill those within yourself, sometimes you need to amp it up a little bit more after the 90 days. Sometimes you realize it's not where you really want to go, so you kind of tone it down a bit. But these are really great ideas to kind of get yourself moving out there. Now, the other thing too is creating themes. Now, I kind of put themes, like values and themes, as kind of synonymous with each other, even though they're very not. But in this case, they kind of are. So you kind of can go with the theme of fun, when fun is actually a value as well. Having fun in your life is a value, and you can also make it as a theme for your life. For instance, I have just the past couple days, I've just been, working on this myself, doing my own homework here and figuring out what it is that I want for the next coming year for myself. And I came up, and I'm a big picture thinker. So I start big and then I kind of trickle down small, where there's a lot of people who need to start small and then kind of figure out what the commonalities are with everything that they're talking about and then create that big picture that way for them. Whatever works for you works for you. And some of the things that I determined about myself, I was like, wow, okay, this is what I need a little bit more of in my life in order to have the life that I want to live for 2015 and for my future. These are the things that I need to do and encourage within myself in order to have that life I want to live, you know? So resilience, a lot of things I just talked about. So dedication, a lot more dedication to where in my career and where I want to go, you know, a lot more love. And I'm not saying that there was a lack of love in the other one, but I want to bring more of that into 2015, a lot more laughter, a lot more fun, you know, a lot more just oomph, if that's the best way for me to put it. Just a lot more oomph right into it, and just going full throttle into my goals. And with that being the case, I need to be more resilient. I need to be more dedicated and more passionate and more loving and more laughter. I need to be these in order for me to fulfill them as a value within myself, you know? And that's the beauty of all this, is that it kind of comes together in one big, beautiful ball, and all those wonderful things coming in together with that there. So with all this being said, you guys need to now go and determine what your values and your themes are going to be for the next year, hopefully. You know, but if you want to start small and you want to continue going small, start it for the next 30 to 90 days. What are some of the themes that you want to have for yourself in the next 30 to 90 days, and go with that. Start with that there. And then once that, you know, like that 70-day period, 80-day period, when you got to start planning for the next 30 to 90 days, that's when you can kind of determine, what other values do I need to continue, or what values do I need to continue? Which ones do I need to stop? And which ones do I need to start in order to get to where I want to be? And this is kind of a beautiful process in that way, where you can kind of reevaluate yourself every so often to make sure that you're getting the goals that you really want, and moving at a pace that you really need to, and really achieving what it is that you really want to achieve. So with that being said, go determine your values, go watch the video, go spread the word, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, guys, and like, watch. And until next time, bye.